It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Dirty Birds and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Tampa. On the return is Sean Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Baker gonna give it to Irving. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one complete right side. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag.
Still second down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and a yard. They'll run with Irving. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Slot receiver headed right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Evans. And he will get into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
It's 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll get this to McLeod. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete to McLeod. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. And 6. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive.
To the goal line and in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Tucker. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Buccaneers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's Irving. He'll manage only a couple. Rook Orororo there on the tackle. And 8. They'll go again here with Irving. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down is Mayfield. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On first down, here's Irving. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Right back to Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. .23. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Now Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Good blocking, and he's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the score, he'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
To throw again, it's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
3rd and 2. And Penix again working deep downfield. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. He's got his tight end, Quatoriano. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Seven. Another run here for Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Got his man at the 6. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd down.
It is brought in the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They send Godwin in motion. On first and 10, here's Baker. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They get 19 on that pass play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone.
And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. That is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Now he'll run. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Following the sack, it is 3rd and long. They'll run it here with Robinson. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Now, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whenever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. He'll go to work. 1st and 10. Baker to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando. And Jonathan, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Penix. That one is caught by Mooney.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. give them a little something off the line, and go. Win with speed, good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad, allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
On second down, here's Penix. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. From the gun, here is Penix. He pulls it in around the 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Here's Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will even this score. It's now 21-all. After the touchdown, time for the kickoff. To return is Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run it. It's Irving. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They send Godwin in motion. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. There's Evans. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the goal line and in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers go up by 7, 28-21. He'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Now Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They're going to go play action with Penix. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, It's Penix. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On is Koo for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons have come back to level things. It's 28 all. The touchdown in time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. This one caught left side by Evans. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. One of the tight ends motions right. On first down is Mayfield. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second and 5. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Mayfield to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 2nd and goal. They send Evans in motion. Now Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. Tie game late, and this is 3rd down. They'll run. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. To a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
By 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
On 1st down, it's Penix. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing again, it's Penix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. And their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bucs offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start from the 22. One of the tight ends in motion right. Baker to throw. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still second down.
Here comes Otten in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still first down.
To throw is Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Into 4. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, to Godwin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
With it is first down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. So a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.